Hello, today we will learn how to configure the remarketing item in NQA. We will start by clarifying that this item was created with the objective of retaining the interest of customers, recovering them if they abandoned without purchasing, and motivating them to complete an action. The first thing is to enter the platform. Now we go to the marketing item, then we click on Remarketing, and we will click on Create Flow after having seen the tutorial in the tutorial item. Also, in this part, we can view the flows that we have created. The first thing that appears at the top is the flow name, which is where we will put what each flow will be called. Then we select the WhatsApp settings, which we should have done previously. The minimum time refers to the minimum time in which this flow will be activated. That is, if a client sent a message at 4 a.m., it will be responded to at 6 a.m., because it is the time that we have given to this flow, and the maximum time will be the maximum time in which those messages will be responded to. Let's say, if we put it at 10 p.m. and the client wrote at 11 p.m., they will have to wait the next day for a response. In the left bar, we will first find the start node, which will be the first step we will take to this flow. This step has one more feature. If we click on it, it will open a roulette wheel to continue creating the flow, such as activations by quick questions, tag, or by agent. If we place a quick question, the activation of that flow will be a question. If we place a label, the activation will be a label. And if we place an agent, the activation will be by an agent. Then we find the end node, which is what we end a flow with. Then there is the agent node, which is the node to configure the agent. Subsequently, there is the rule node that we find the first of yes, or on the contrary, which is a conditional. Then it does not appear that if the user responded, we go the yes path. And if he did not respond, we go the no path. We also have another label option that can be meeting completed. If the client has that label, we choose one of the two previous paths. The next node is the Actions node. We have two options. The first is to send template, which is where we choose the template and the variables, or the value that I am going to put to that label. This node was created for when the user took more than 24 hours to respond. That is, a user active today the flow. So I want to respond in 3 days, and I will do it with a template, because it is not possible with a message. And the quick question is the activator, that is, after the start node. Then follows the labeler node, which is when the user arrived at this step. Then we will give them this label that we want to give them. Next node removes all connections. The next node deletes the flow that we have loaded, and the last one removes all connections. If we start to build a flow in this case to add the nodes, if we click on the most, a roulette wheel will appear with the nodes by color, and we can choose from there. In this case, we will do it with the activation of a quick question. In this case, in the NQA chatbot, we will choose the word plans. That is, when this quick question is activated, the flow will be activated. In the most part of this step, we will find that it is important to put the time delay. We must always put it after each node, because it is a node or step that will mark the time in which we will send the next message or the step that we decide. In this case, we will say that a message will be sent in 30 seconds. In this node, we have two options. Use the quick question or a personalized message that must be within 24 hours, or it cannot be sent, and the template sending node must be used. This node is where I can write what I want to tell the client. If we want to eliminate a connection, we click on the cable, and that's it. And in the upper right corner, we find the complete visualization of our flow. Here we have some example of a flow created. And
Follow us on social media as NQ Artificial.